On July 21st, we have a full moon in Capricorn at 29 degrees. The last full moon was also in Capricorn, so this is an intense energy that we can use towards our dreams and goals. I've missed you guys so much. It's been since the new moon in Gemini that I've been on here posting. And to be honest, I've been using the energy that was in the full moon in Capricorn, which was in my 5th house. I've really been trying to cultivate this creativity, inner child aspect. I've been doing some coloring, some Legos with my kids, and some swimming to really get myself into the things that I loved to do as a child. I was in a similar boat last summer where I decided that I was going to take a pause on anything and just really focus on being home with my children. And this year I have cut ties with a lot of the energetics of my business. And honestly, the momentum that I've gained in this time off is something that I just never thought possible. So this is a reminder as a generator or a manifesting generator, when we're giving our energy to things, whether we think it's good for us or not, it actually can block what's truly meant for us. I never thought possible. I had a casting company contact me to be on a show. I was this close and I just couldn't make the flight to get where I needed to be on this TV show. I didn't apply for it. It was something that landed in my lap. And I truly believe that, again, when we're using our energy just to keep ourselves busy, it's blocking us from seeing these other opportunities. While I'm a little bit disappointed that I wasn't able to go after this opportunity, it showed me how quickly things can progress when we let go of the control and see where life takes us. I have some other exciting things in the works behind the scenes. I know one day I'll get to share with you, but for right now, let's talk about this full moon in Capricorn and how we can use it to our advantage. I like to grab my Manifesting with the Moon printed journal to really help me understand what this energy is. So we have Capricorn, and Capricorn itself is the ambitious assessor. And when it comes to the modality and the elements, we have the earth element, which is practical, it's consistent, it's patient, it's grounded. I'm really trying to lean into the idea of patience, especially this summer. With cardinal, it's about being a leader, initiating, beginnings, and courage. So this is the energy of the full moon. So the intentions that I am going to set for this full moon is surrendering to the universe, really getting clear on what my aligned beliefs and patterns, and allow myself to celebrate what I've done to get me to exactly where I'm at. All the things that I've put in my toolbox, all the experiences, it's time to celebrate those things. And then, of course, it's always important to release what no longer serves you. So in your ritual, it's time to review and let go of these things. How are you going to celebrate in your ritual? And then make sure you're setting your clear intentions on what you want moving forward. Some ways that you can practice self-care and self-love are incorporating gratitude, spending time in nature, and releasing any negative beliefs. This is a great time for self-expansion. How can you invest into your well-being, especially when you're looking at the house that this is affecting you? In the float activity, this is where we bridge spirituality and productivity so that we use the energy of the moon towards our dreams and goals. I'm going to revisit my goal and vision board, review any tasks that need to be done, and connecting with people to help you keep accountable in what you're going after. Now, if you have any fears that are coming up during this time, this is the time for you to really dig deep and see where these fears are coming from and how can you accept them, honor them, and then use the energy to move through them. So with this being in my 6th house, this is about health and wellness and rituals. But tell me in the comments where this is affecting you in your chart. With the moon's influence in Capricorn, try to find that determination to work towards your goals. This is where we can find the sense of empowerment to be able to take control of our journey and our path forward. Acknowledge your accomplishments in this process. That way you can fine tune any sort of details that have stopped you so that you can move through it and forward. So use this energy of Capricorn to prioritize your responsibilities and focus on your long-term success. Now it's time to get some clarity on our reading around this full moon in Capricorn. Let me get my decks shuffled for us so that we can get right into the reading. And so I want you to take a deep breath and get grounded in this earth energy and really set an intention on the clarity that you would like on this reading for yourself. What energy is going to help you release limiting beliefs? Ooh, my friend the Hawk. He has came to visit me this summer, and it's just confirmation in this reading. So we have the Hawk Prince. This is about spirit communication and paying attention. Let's get some clarity on the Hawk Prince. Okay, so it's really taking time to have this moment to be able to connect with spirit, paying attention, and then we have the winter solstice and reflection. So allowing yourself to have time to have the communication and then being able to reflect on what it really means to you. And that's how you're going to get clarity and help you release limiting beliefs. We have the Sun in reverse, and then we have the Magician upright. So with this is really tapping into that inner child, what is really going to bring out that creativity and allow you to feel nurtured in this time of reflection. And then when you do, you will create so much action towards your manifestations. Like you will have so much clarity in the process. Okay, the next question is what energy will help you take aligned action? And so we have the Eyes of the Beauty, which is about positive expectations and clarity. More importantly, getting clear on what you actually want, getting really, really clear. Because right now it feels like with this fog and veil, is that it's unclear on what you want. You might be a little bit all over the place. So really sit down and say, this is what I want my outcome to be. And these are the reasons why. It's just really important to bring that clarity, but also keeping really positive in the process of it. Because right now there might be a little bit of maybe jealousy of other people having more financial independence than you. So I think it's actually getting clear on what it looks like to have this financial independence and really get clear on your work and your home life balance. The next question is what energy will help you surrender control? When too many cards come out at once, it means we need to get a little bit more grounded in our energy. So while I know this question is for you, I know deep down this one's for me too. What energy will help us, you and me, surrender control? So I knew this was for us. We have the Sun Dancers. This is about the celebration of life, joyful activities, the whole idea of adding celebration, acknowledging what you've done so far in your life, and using the music, harmony, something that gets you into your body. Because we have the stone people, and I think sometimes this means we're just being too matter of fact, like this needs to get done and we need to get a little bit more in our body. We also have Justice in reverse, and I think a little bit is just feeling like the situation you're in is unfair, that you see other people having this momentum and we're not having that, and it feels unfair. But a lot of times people are just putting their highlight reel. They're not putting all the sweat, the tears, all the hard work for everybody to see. They're only seeing the joyful aspects. My camera just like stopped in that moment. So I think it just is proving the point that we're only seeing a speck of what people are doing behind the scenes to go after their dreams and goals, even though it may feel unfair. And I think this is just something for you to reflect on. When we go back to the released limiting beliefs, reflect on that jealousy, reflect on that feeling that other people are doing it and that you might not be where they're at or how far they've come. So use that as a reflection aspect so that you can move forward to move past these limiting beliefs. What energy will help us overcome our fears? So first, we have more of that fairness, that balance. We have the keeper of the scales. So this is just really being able to find the balance in our everyday life, understanding that we get to decide what's fair and what's not, and not letting the influence of other people decide that. Then we have the phoenix. Change is coming. Do you see all that fire? I want to look and see. The next new moon is in Leo. We're in Leo season. We have the fire, so I feel like it's coming. We also had volcano. Yeah, we have just so much of this fire coming through. We have fire, we have initiation, we have that charge. And then we have the Three of Wands. This is about preparation. What can you do now to prepare for this change, for this resurrection? Because with the Eight of Wands, it's coming fast. It may include travel. It's your manifestation coming quickly, quick decision and rapid action. And then we have the moon. So really lean into the energy of the moon. Use your dreams, use your intuition, tap into your subconscious to really help you through this process, because your fear is what's holding you back. That's what's stopping the manifestations coming forward. So consider doing something like EFT, hypnotherapy. How can you tap into that subconscious to release these fears of the fairness, keeping that balance, because change is happening. The last question that we have here is, what energy will help you release emotional patterns? I always know these readings are for powerful people, and this last one I knew was going to be it. Okay, what energy will help you release emotional patterns? We have the map maker of destiny. You are following your vision, your quest. You are doing it. It's your authentic purpose. It is you going after your inspiration. You're on this quest, okay? You feel like you've hit a point of challenge, but I'm telling you, you need to persevere through it, because you are with this King of Cups. You're going to have this emotionally balanced. There's going to be compassion. There's going to be so much support in this process. And this is meant for you because you have the world. Like, it is about to come to completion. You're about to celebrate your accomplishments. There's more travel. There's the celebration that's coming in. So you're there. You're there. Just really lean into what are these fears, reflect on them, and be able to push through them, because you're doing it. You're doing the hard work. That's why you're here. I'm so proud of you. I'm just appreciative of you being here, supporting my channel. And I can just tell this energy with this full moon in Capricorn is going to be the catalyst to the next chapter of our lives. Thank you so much for being here. I just want to remind you that it's summertime. Really tap into that inner child. Think about the things that really lit you up as a child and lean into doing them. Grab a coloring book, build some Legos, do whatever it is that's going to really connect to that soul of yours. I'm going to tell you a little bit of what's been going on in my world. I have been doing all the fun things with my kids. I really leaned into swimming with them. You know, one thing that I loved to do as a child is to go swimming, and I always had ear infections. It was always a bummer. And so my swimming with my children the last few years, I just keep my head above water. I use earplugs. I play it safe. We had an opportunity to use someone's pool for the last time because they were selling their house. And I thought, okay, my phone just like started doing some crazy things. So I decided to go swimming with my kids. I was jumping in the water. I was doing all the things. I was floating. I was having so much fun. And then somehow a tiny little bit of water got in my ear. Even with my earplugs in, I got a really bad ear infection. Here's the thing. My ENT has been telling me that I've needed surgery on this ear for years. And I just keep keep putting it off. And he told me it's just going to keep getting worse. And so I think the thing is that not getting the surgery has stopped me from really being able to play with my kids in the water that like really filled my soul as a mom. While having surgery and what they have to do for my surgery isn't ideal, it's something that I know that if I do now, I will be able to enjoy summers to come. The last few summers, I haven't been able to do that because I thought if I was careful, I would avoid it. And here I am, and I can't avoid it. The reason I'm telling you this story is because I think me finally getting surgery on my ear is a way of healing that inner child of always having to deal with ear issues. I think it's just really going to help me move forward in life. I also know this opportunity that was going to have me fly across country. One of the things on this very lengthy release form was talking about, can I swim? Do I have any ENT issues? And I do believe that I wasn't meant to be on this show because I knew there was an aspect that I wouldn't be able to do because of my ear. And while it was sad to not take this last minute crazy opportunity, I also think it was showing me the things that I've missed out on without actually moving forward with the surgery. I'm trying to come to terms that those wasn't meant for me or divine timing wasn't lined up, and that it was an experience to get me excited for something very different. I know that some of these projects that I've been working on have started to gain momentum. Once they start moving, it's going to be rapid fire. And I can feel that this time is meant for me to rest, to relax, enjoy time with my kids. And it's really felt good to kind of put a lot of my business on hold. I know I said I was going to do it last year, but this year I really have just put work aside and be present. When I was working, one of the things I truly wished for was to be able to be home with my kids during the summer. And for some reason, I've had multiple summers where I've had that opportunity and I pushed it away. I'm just sharing this to let you know that while it might not seem like a big feat for me to be able to lean back and surrender and enjoy this time with my kids is something that I'm proud of myself for doing, and that I hope I can still show up here to give you these moon videos so that you can use this energy towards your dreams and goals, because I'm here with you. I'm so proud of you, and I know you can do it. I just appreciate you being on my channel. Make sure you're subscribing and sharing this video with a friend. Does so much for my channel. Thank you for being here, and we'll chat soon.